and welcome to my channel. My name is Joy and today I am going to be talking to you guys about how I am going to be self-studying Korean in 2021. I started studying Korean last summer because I had a lot of time on my hands and I'm really into K-pop, so I thought, why not? I love the language and the writing system, so I thought I might as well jump into studying another language since I have so much time, and I feel like it was an easier place to start than Japanese. But I mean, altogether, learning a language in general is always going to be hard. So in order to find some materials to study, I texted my friend Dan, who is a native Korean speaker, and he told me that I should try the Talk to Me in Korean books. And I looked them up and I saw that the website was like super cute and modern, and the books also look super cute, so I immediately purchased level 1, and I just went with the textbook and decided that I would kind of write out the lessons. Like every day I would go through like 2 lessons, and then I would study the Quizlet that someone else had made based off of these books. I found that what's nice about these workbooks is that there are nice audios and YouTube videos to go along with the books, and I enjoy listening to the teacher's voice. They have a dialogue back and forth and it's like really easy to follow, and I also like that the lessons are short, so you're not going to be spending, you know, like 10 minutes even, or maybe you will, but you won't be spending like an hour going through one lesson, but rather you're going to be spending, you know, 20 minutes on one lesson, and then you can easily move on to the next one if you want to. I got through 22 out of 25 lessons in this first book, and this year my goal is to reach level 5 of the Talk to Me in Korean books. In order to do that, I want to learn as much Korean as I can during this downtime that I have, because I'm actually not going to be starting to work until June of this year, so I have a little bit of time, like free time on my hands, where I can just devote that to studying Korean. Once I start working, I'll probably slow the pace down a little bit and change up my schedule. So I'll tell you guys what my plan is right now. My plan is basically this, that during the week I'm going to try to do 3 to 4 lessons, 1 a day on the weekdays, and then I'm going to spend Friday reviewing those 3 to 4 lessons, almost as if I was going to have like a test. This schedule is pretty flexible though, so that in case if I need to speed it up or go faster or slow down, I can adjust. And yeah, that's kind of my basic plan. And that is going through the Talk to Me in Korean lesson books. I also have different ways that I plan on working on my speaking, reading, and listening. And I basically aim on speaking out loud as much as I can. Whenever I'm going through the lessons, I listen to the audio and then I say everything out loud that they're saying in Korean back to them. And I feel like I'm just kind of using this time similarly to how I used it when I was in my study abroad program in Tianjin, China for studying Chinese. And I want to incorporate like the ways that I learn Chinese into how I'm going to study Korean today. So I'm going to be using like a lot of repetition, a lot of Quizlet, and I also bought the Talk to Me in Korean Real Life Conversations for Beginners book, so I plan on using that book as well to study more grammar points, as well as to get a feel for more of what everyday conversation would feel like with a Korean speaker, and then I can also practice speaking out loud. In order to get sped up with my reading skills, I also have been kind of just watching YouTube videos, and then I will try and read the subtitles as fast as I can, or I'll slow down the video and then read subtitles. I have a couple of channels that I like to read, such as this channel and this channel, and I like that they have really good subtitles that are pretty clear and the videos are interesting, so it's fun to learn new vocab and to also see, oh, like I recognize that because I've learned that vocab recently. That's a great way to like kind of throw myself into forcing myself to read faster. Eventually, I hope to get to the point where I can practice with some of my native Korean speaking friends, but I think for now I'm just going to start with myself so that I can get more comfortable with just pronunciation and learning how to even form sentences since I'm such a new beginner. So now I will take you guys through what it looks like for me to study a lesson, and then yeah, that's kind of all that I have for the video. So feel free to subscribe or leave a comment down below if you are also trying to study Korean this year, and let me know what your plans are. And if you want to follow my journey studying Korean this year, then feel free to follow along with me. So thank you so much for watching this video in advance. And yeah, let's get into how I studied Korean. So the first thing that I do is I will review the last lesson briefly for, it depends how long. It depends on how many lessons I feel like reviewing, but basically I'll scan my notebook that I take notes in every time I do a new lesson, and I will look at kind of the previous lessons just to get a good refresher on what I've learned. Then I will put on the audio while listening to the next lesson that I have to review. So today I'm gonna review or go over lesson 23, and I'll just say everything out loud that they're saying back to me, as well as writing down the key vocab or grammar points that they're trying to teach me. After I'm finished with that lesson, then I will go and practice my Quizlet a little bit, because I found that Quizlet is really good for just getting those vocab words like ingrained in my head. And then I'll also practice grammar last. So I'll do that by reading the Talk to Me in Korean Real Life Conversation for Beginners book, and I'll also practice speaking out loud while I go through this. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. And yeah, see you guys soon. Bye!